Okay, we should be. Oh, 1 second. Need to change something. There we go. Anyway, just give me a second to get everything set up. I need to pop out chat. Oh god, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. I need to figure out how I actually want all this stuff to be set up. I think that should be good. Then I can just put that right there. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, and then now the bot's running. Let's actually just transition to this scene as well. And let's make a quick tweet. I really should do most of this before. Did I update the thumbnail? I think I did. Then I also want to try doing this instead of... So I don't really know why I use Twitter. It's not great. So run, let's say, playthrough. Okay, I think that should be good. And let me just... Okay, yep, all that looks good. Anyway, pretty much just to cope until Elden Ring, I'm just doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 3 on this build that's going to be New Game Plus 3, I believe. Unfortunately, the, matchmaking servers are down for the PC version, so that's why I'm just doing PvE. Originally, I wanted to do, a dried finger run, which would mean that I get constantly invaded and all that, but I can't really do that when... 1 second, why is that buffering? Okay, never mind, that seems to be fine. Okay. But yeah, just doing chill PvE because I want to play Souls games, but I can't do PvP because the servers are down. It seems like the server should be fine for Elden Ring though, so not a huge issue. I also wanted to test that out, like if we go here, and turn, where's the chat overlay? I feel like the chat overlay is probably... Oh yeah, that would have to go quite a bit higher. Just a tad bit more. There we go. Just so I test everything out. Like if I do this, does that work? But I also have to account for all sorts of delay and whatnot. Actually, I would think that would show up a lot faster. Oh, never mind, there it is. But I cannot see that at all. I feel like that should be larger. I mean, chat's automatically saved anyway, so I don't think it's too much of an issue. But yeah, I installed, what you call it? Just to mess around with a few settings and whatnot. Primarily for, like, actually having some chat filtering to, like, prevent spoilers and whatnot for Elden Ring. But, yeah. Anyway, we've wasted 5 minutes already, so let's just start the playthrough. It's going to be New Game Plus 3, which is Journey 4. And yeah, like, again, I wanted to originally do a dried finger run to constantly be invaded, but PvP server, or just online servers in general, are down, so can't really do that, which is unfortunate. I think I'll do a fairly chill playthrough and let, like, everything, like all the cutscenes and whatnot play out, because why not? And I'm just doing a New Game Plus 3 run instead of, like, starting a new character, mainly because I just kind of feel like more or less focusing on, like, bosses more than, like, running around making sure I pick up all, like, the upgrades and whatnot. Just to kind of get back into PvE, or, like, not really back into PvE, but the, like, warmed up for PvE and, like, playthrough commentary and whatnot for Elden Ring. It turns out when you don't do stuff frequently, you kind of lose it. I still have no idea what type of build I'm going to be. I'll say unnecessary fall damage. What type of build I'm going to do for Elden Ring. I think it's just going to be like whatever looks coolest, looking at like the starting classes, and just kind of go from there. It's been a long time since I've done, like, high new game. Oh, that's still, like, nothing for damage. Ooh. Oh, I really need to manage my stamina better. Because if we had it, or if we had more stamina right there, those Leo counters would have just ended them. We're doing PvE, so we don't really need a Hornet Ring. So let's just throw in Sun Princess, I suppose. Again, it really doesn't matter too much. Like, we're not going to be going for a lot of backstabs or anything like that, so it really does not matter. Actually, I don't think if I've ever explicitly said this, but, like, this character is what my Minecraft skin and then, like, avatar is based off of. So, I mean, that's where that came from. But I didn't really do any Dark Souls 3 content when I made that switch, so it just kind of came from nowhere. Though, like, the sword's in the left hand, even though, like, realistically it would be in the right hand, but I think it works better for, like, the pose, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I go to farewell.
And I'm not going to be leveling up or anything, because this is still more or less an invasion build. Which is, like... well, this one at least is, like, very dex heavy. Yeah. And that's because with the Sharpened Fusion, dex, weapons do a lot of damage. It's kind of a glass cannon-y build, but I would say the damage is worthwhile. I think I'm still going to do everything in the, like, usual order. Like, I'm not going to do, like, kill a dancer first, a sequence break, but it's not really a sequence break. But you're intended to kill Vort first, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna be killing everything eventually anyway. I don't really need to go out of order. By everything I mean bosses. Like, I'm not gonna be like hitting all these hollows one time to kill them. It's kind of unnecessary to do so. Ooh, okay, stuff does do damage. Oh, I can't kill them in one hit? Amazing. Let's not die to hollows on highball. That'd be impressive if I actually managed to do that. I do think I'll probably do a quality build for first playthrough of Elden Ring. Because, like, that's, like, the standard thing to do because it's very hard to mess up a quality build. Because you just like, this isn't really a quality build, it just so happens that most of the quality weapons I do, like, end up performing better on a dex build with the Sharp Infusion. Which is why, like, I'm still using quality weapons, like, typically quality weapons, but it's a dex build. And I kind of hope that's not really the case for Elden Ring, because I always thought that was kind of odd. That you can make almost any weapon work on any build just by changing the infusion. Ooh, that is damage. Yeah, you know what, let's get the shortcut. Because, like, I like having to make different builds to use different weapons effectively. I don't like just kind of having more or less, like, cookie cutter builds where everything just works because you can change the infusion. At least, that's just me. But then again, I typically make every type of build to use weapons that work best on that build anyway. But I just feel like it's generally better to have more, like, variety in builds instead of being able to swap to whatever weapon you feel like whenever you want to, because then that just kind of, like, reinforces, like the weapon swap meta, where you don't, like, make a build around, like, an actual weapon or set of weapons, you just use everything for the scenario, using menu swaps and whatnot. We could kill it, nah. Let's just go the normal route. Now we're running down to go kill Vort of the Boreal Valley. And then, yeah. Ow. Also, I have a feeling I'm gonna, like, start playing fairly carelessly, and then the damage ramps up and I just, like, die in 2 hits. Yeah, let's use this. And I don't know why I used it so early, because we have to go all the way to the other side. But it is what it is. But this should be fairly quick. Maybe not. Oh, I mean, it is Vort. Let's not die to the first, well, like, first actual boss. I'm just, like, face sneaking it. This is why I'm warming up, by the way. Though I suppose it doesn't really matter, because, like, the early, I would imagine it's going to be fairly similar to other Souls games where the early areas are fairly straightforward, and it doesn't ramp up until the later areas, so, like, you have those early areas to get accustomed to the combat anyway. So I don't really need to warm up going into Elden Ring, but I want to. Yeah, honestly cannot wait for Elden Ring. Like, even though, like, I waited for, like, I think I saw that was all, like, going to be almost 1,000 days since the first, like, teaser trailer, which is kind of crazy. So I always thought it was kind of odd that these demons are still, like, in the Dark Souls 3 universe, but you only see them here. Like, they're not like an actual enemy, there's no, like, demon spear. They just show up to carry you from High Wall down here, and then they're gone. Actually, I think they carry you to the Ringed City as well, now that I think about it. But, I mean, still, like, why do they just randomly show up in very specific areas, do one thing, and then there's no sign of them otherwise? I'm just gonna run by here and grab the bonfire. But, like, going back to, like, planned build for Elden Ring, I've typically always done quality builds just because it lets you use the most variety of weapons. And the other part of that is, like, typically, like, the quality, like, weapons that typically work best on the quality build have been my favorite type of weapon, especially, like, polearms and whatnot. So I feel like it would make sense to, like, have a build, like, have my first playthrough using my typically favorite weapons, because those are probably going to still be my preferred weapons. I mean, I guess not necessarily. Oh yeah. You know what, let's not die to thralls. It's like, realistic. Well, I guess for PvP, even though I've always enjoyed quality, I also like the mix of, like, using magic as well. And I have no idea what the magic is going to be like, but usually the best time to use magic in PvP is at the very start, because that's when you get away with all the dumb stuff. And also, magic usually starts out being pretty, interesting, to say the least. Usually they have to do, like, quite a few balance passes on spells and whatnot. But honestly, I think my favorite PvP or build in a Souls series so far has been early Dark Souls 2 sorcery build. Because Soul Vortex used to be a really fun spell to use. Like, it wasn't necessarily a good spell, it just did a lot of damage if you set it up properly. I'm talking like one-shot potential damage with a single spell. Because it used to be that, like, center of the spell did lots and lots of damage. Oh god, let's not die to rats. I like how the only reason I didn't die there God, this is painful. Then this is a scenario where using like a slightly faster weapon like this straight sword would work a lot better, but I'm stubborn, so it is what it is. I don't want that. Because the annoying thing is if you have a specific ring layout, picking up a ring messes up the order, so if you ever go for a hot swap, it's not going to be the right, like, equipment equipped. That's why I just drop stuff, because, like, it's not useful to have. I'm gonna kill, yeah, we may as well kill Curse Rotted Greatwood. Also reminds me, like, I also liked early Dark Souls 2 because of the all NPC invasion. Interesting. I'm gonna run back so that guy doesn't aggro. Because of the Cyan's Halberd, which was a thrusting halberd that had a really good, like, sweep R2. Because even though I really like the halberd class of weapons, I've always hated the stupid, like, spin attack. Wait, where'd Hodrick go? Oh, there he is. Let's go back down here. So, like, the Cyan's like, So the Cyan's Halberd got rid of the dumb, like, spin heavy attack. But in Dark Souls 2, Halberds had a ridiculous, like, triple spin running attack, which was just bad. Also, I'm being so careful against this guy because I guess I don't have to be. But because they can parry and Flamberges have very odd, like, damage multipliers, where if you get hit by a Flamberge, you're gonna have a bad time, pretty much. So, I guess where I was going with that entire, like, side rant of, like, the Cyan's Halberd being one of my favorite weapons in the series, but then they nerfed it to where it's, like, really just not good because it uses way too much stamina to be practically used, is that I hope they have more, like, variety within classes. Like, I think where I'm at with Minecraft right now is that I used to play Minecraft a lot for, like, creative fulfillment, but now, like, with grad school, especially, like, I don't really need that outlet anymore, so I just don't really have the bandwidth for much Minecraft. Like, I may eventually do Minecraft here and there, but if I do, it would probably be more, like, server focused and not necessarily going back to single player. Especially because, like, all the grinding that goes into that, I don't really have the time for it. So, like, I think, like, Elden Ring releases the 25th. I think once that comes out, I'll primarily be focusing on that. And, like, by focusing, I mean stream when I'm able to. Which for, like, the first week is going to be a lot, but and then I'll probably, like, have a week or two where I just can't do much just because of time commitments. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Like, I decided to go to grad school just because, like, I'm like one of those odd people that really enjoy school for some reason. So how's, it looks like the audio might be a little bit loud. Let me try and fix that quickly. Now, where are those settings? Oh, there we go. It's probably fine. Yeah, I'm trying to kill this boss quickly, then keep talking. Though it's not a very, like, difficult boss per se. Just does take us, like, some focus. Is that one of the things I can hit? Oh, we're going down. Yeah, I do still have, like, some, like, occasional, like, desires to play Minecraft again. It's just not really frequent enough to, like, make content out of it, really. Usually what happens is I want to play Minecraft, I commit to too large of a project, and then I get burnt out from grinding, and then that's kind of it. Or, like, when I do have time to play games, I would rather just, like, I got grappled. I would rather just, like, start up Dark Souls or, like, a game with less commitment, pretty much. Even though I guess for, like, a Souls game, like, to pick it up is a lot of commitment. It's just I've been playing them for so long that I just can kind of pick it up whenever. Okay, I think... actually, there's one right there as well. Then on the back as well. The thrusting weapon's not really the best weapon for this boss, because, like, I have to do, like, the one running attack over and over again. But it works. So do I have a glaive on this character? No, I don't. I guess that makes sense, because it's a dex build. Oh, the bot's actually working. Yeah, I could probably mess around with the frequency of the bot. That's another reason I'm doing like a random Dark Souls 3 stream, just to make sure everything's working going into Elden Ring. Like, once that game's out, I'm not going to want to be doing like troubleshooting tech stuff. Where do we go next? Oh, we have to go to the tower to go down towards the forest area. Which yeah, it's over this way, I think. Also, like, I guess Souls games do still have, like, some, like, creative aspects to it. It's just not nearly as much as Minecraft, because there's still, like, all the build creation process. Which, if you just do PvE, isn't too significant of a thing. But making PvP builds, there's a lot of, like, planning and whatnot that goes into, like, what weapons you want to use, what, like, spells and whatnot. Just, like, the build in general, really. Ooh, that's some damage. Wait, I don't know why. Ooh. Okay, we're good, just sit. I don't know why I'm continually surprised by New Game Plus 3 doing damage. Like, that's like the entire thing about New Game Pluses. Although it's not New Game Plus 7, where like everything would just be a one-shot essentially. Okay, that's done. I think we're just gonna run by all these guys because they do a lot of damage and they have decent HP. Actually, how is the volume? It looks like I could probably lower it a little bit. I just realized I have to wait for the elevator here. There we go. Actually, let me listen to this quickly. There we go. No, that's fine. And, like, if you wanted to do the quest, you would have to, like, go up first and do all that stuff, but I don't need more slabs, and yeah, I'm just here for the boss kills, pretty much. Let me drink some water quickly. Ooh, that's some damage. Yay, iframes. OP. Now watch it kill me on wake up. Would not be too surprising. Oh, it tried. It pulls out a sudden range attack I didn't know existed and just kills me. Okay. Again, I'm just kind of running through, because I don't really need to stop for, actually, is it this way? I think it is, right? Yeah. I guess either way would have worked there, but whatever. It really does not matter too much. I think I'll just randomly fight every now and then, just so it's not like a running simulator. Like, the other thing about New Game Plus 3 or whatever is that stuff has more HP as well, so it just takes longer in general to actually kill all the little mobs and whatnot. Ooh, do we do... Yeah, well, we essentially have to do Crystal Sages first anyway, because if we go to the Undead Legion first... we would just have to double back to go to the Cathedral anyway. Halberd is not a good weapon for the dogs, because they dodge the thrust way too often. Actually, one second. Let me... because right now I have, like, the chat is open in 2 spots at once, which is a little bit odd, but I'll mess around with all these, like, window placements later. Because I still don't really have, like, a good, like, position for all of them. Because I have, like, notifications, chat, like, the YouTube dashboard, and then OBS. Which I really don't need all of them, because, like, really I just need chat. And I just have the YouTube dashboard open just for, like, making sure everything's working properly. Also, I have a feeling this guy might do some large damage. Not too bad. Definitely not as much as I typically would want. Where is this guy? There he is. Actually, where is that? No reason to just stick to a single weapon the entire time when we can have more fun with it. Because what I'm going to do is do a charge archer whenever I find the actual Sage. There he is. Ooh, let's not die. We died to Crystal Sage. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Oh no. I think it's because we started messing around and didn't respect them. Like, we just wanted to do big damage numbers. To be fair, we did. And now that I think about it, I'm not backing down from that. I wonder how strength weapons will handle in Elden Ring. Because, like, they definitely improved them a lot from other Souls games going into Dark Souls 3, I would say. But I don't know if, realistically, like, if it was enough. Oh shit, Crystal Rain. Wait, he has a... I don't think I've ever seen that attack before. I guess usually, like, this guy just kind of dies, to be fair. There we go. Okay, I feel like Claymore will probably work better. The reason I want to use, like, these other weapons is they have, like, charged R2s. Which, with the Leo Ring, all the multipliers end up doing a ton of damage. I just randomly guess. There he is. Ow. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Like, this is like the equivalent of dying to Pinwheel. Not good. Okay, it's because we betrayed our trusty halberd. Let's go back to that. Why am I so turned around? Oh, it's because I was looking right at the giant tree. I died twice to, like, the Dark Souls 3 equivalent of Pinwheel. That just feels bad. But I guess it's a little bit different because, like, Pinwheel has, like, comparatively, like, no HP and... like, his damage is a lot lower as well. I think, like, High New Game Plus, Pinwheel can do a lot of damage, but still, like, nothing, really. I just feel like the Halberd's damage is not really keeping up. Then again, a lot of the damage a Halberd does is based on, like, Leo hits. And we're not really getting that frequently in, like, PvE. Because usually waiting for specific counter hits isn't as good of DPS as just hitting the guy. I think the thing to do here is take care of the, like, shadows. Just so we don't get, like, womboed. By all the magic. Does he resummon the, like, copies every teleport? It's been so long since I've actually fought this guy. Looks like... it's close enough to dead, we can just run in, right? There we go. I made that way more complicated than it had to be. Which, I mean, it is typical for me to do. Like, I don't know why, but I like never use shields in Souls games. I've always preferred like an offhand weapon, which is like entirely useless for PvE. Because like, you don't need to like mix up the boss, really. I mean, I guess there's some scenarios where it could still be useful, but realistically, if I wanted to like do PvE, I would just take out the straight sword, put on a shield, and go to, just go to town. Like, I'm pretty sure the straight sword has like equivalent AR. Again, not really equivalent. It's like 60 less, which is significant, but also it attacks much faster and has a charge R2. And like charge R2s with Leo Ring do insane damage now. Yay! Lothric Knight Straight Sword. I think that might be what I do. Like, don't full commit to a quality build for Elden Ring, but do like do min strength needed for the weapon I want to use, and then do primary dex. Because if it ends up working out like how it does in Dark Souls 3, where like any weapon's a dex weapon with min strength and a sharp infusion, then there's not much reason to commit to if I don't commit to higher strength, then I can't test out strength weapons as I get them. So I may do like a 2740 quality build, where you do that because when you... oh, I can't go that way. Because when you two-hand a weapon in Souls games, it's a 1.5 times multiplier for your strength stat. So like 27 puts you effectively at 40, which I guess that's entirely assuming that Elden Ring will have the same soft caps for stats as they do in other Souls games, but like 40 has been the soft cap since like Dark Souls 1. I think Dark Souls 2 also had it. Dark Souls 3 had 40 as a general soft cap. For like physical attacks or physical stats anyway. But like casting stats in Dark Souls 3 are 50. Well, I guess, well, for Dark Souls 3 it's a little bit odd because it also is really dependent on the catalyst you're using. Ooh, I might die to those guys because they do a lot of damage. But I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Because we can just like speed souls our way past everything. And I say like we can just speed souls our way past everything. But I'm totally just gonna get hit by something and just everything catches up and then become dead. Oh, that damage, holy shit. Just gotta go faster than all the enemies. I delayed a little bit there to give Explodey guy time to catch up. Oh shit, should have waited a little bit longer for this guy. We don't want to let that guy bleed proc us. I'm pretty sure that would just kill us. It's so sad that like we do like all but like 1 HP to these guys. If we one-shot them, it'd be a lot more convenient. I wonder if that's just like a timing issue. Like if I had a more proper time the Leo hit, it would one-shot him. Maybe, maybe not. Hard to say. Okay. I wonder how deacons will go. Because usually they're a complete non-issue. But they have a lot of, like they have a ton more, or they will have a ton more HP than usual. So, I mean I died to Crystal Sage, so I wouldn't put dying to deacons out of, like, possibility. I would prefer I don't, but we'll see. I'll definitely be grabbing the shortcut in case I do, though. I wonder if the giant will just one-shot me. Nah, it'll be fine. And I can totally just dodge him. I'm so bad. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, okay, yeah. And I'm not gonna waste time killing the, giant or anything, just because, like, he drops, like, a large shard. I have no use for that. I guess no, I don't need to go up to Rosaria, because realistically, the only reason to go to Rosaria is for respecs. But the, like, online servers for this game aren't going to be up until after Elden Ring, but once Elden Ring is out, I'm not going to be coming back to this game, most likely. Unless, like, they really mess up PvP for Elden Ring, then I might come back to Dark Souls 3. But I don't see that happening, because, like, PvP has never been, like, objectively good in Souls games. It's more like the invasions are fun because of the, like, scenarios that can happen during them. And I'm just, like, dropping the weapons I picked up because I'm not going to use them on this build, and they just mess up, like, weapon swaps and whatnot. So, like, even if, like, the PvP in Elden Ring is objectively worse than Dark Souls 3, I still think the higher player base and like new environments to invade is going to be a much better experience overall than whatever Dark Souls 3 will be like after Elden releases. But I mean, it could theoretically just be really, really bad, but I don't think it will be. It'd be very odd, or it'd be very difficult for it to both be bad for hosting, invading, and dueling. Because usually at least one of them is pretty enjoyable. But I guess if it's like really bad for invaders, hosting would kind of die off as well, because there wouldn't be invaders for hosts to fight. Ow. Oh, you know what, this is fine. I'm just gonna safety sip. I'm not gonna bother grabbing the other shortcut, because it's not really a shortcut when you think about it. And also, it's Deacons. What could possibly go wrong? I say that now just to kind of set up it going terribly wrong. Also, I'm pretty sure Deacons are pretty resistant to dark damage. A friend saw me playing Dark Souls. He was like, "The servers are up, holy shit." It's like, nah. Nah, I wish, but no. Okay, I think the important thing to do here is just make sure I stay high on HP. And also take out a lot of them. Because the fewer of them that are up, the less like damage potential there is. Oh wow, we're not like doing any damage to him really. But I guess to do damage to the boss, you just have to like kill the specific target. I'm just trying to kill more than just the specific target. Just to make fewer enemies to potentially like wombo combo me. Did I just get an Estus flask? Wait, what charged my Estus there? I'm gonna back out. Like, there's no way I'm gonna let myself die to Deacons. And actually, now that I think about it, it's gonna be a lot more effective if I just, like, persevere and just stab the shit out of the main guy. Yeah. That wasted a lot of time, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, let's go back to Crucifixion Woods and make our way to the Undead Legion. Okay. Are we going to kill any of the random mobs? Probably not. I say that as I immediately kill one of the random mobs. Oh wow, that's like nothing for damage. Oh, gotta love the NPC invaders. Perseverance. There we go. Hazel's probably one of the most annoying NPC invaders because she has like the obscuring ring on, and you can't see where she is. I'm pretty sure she spawns over that way. Oh, there she is. But you pretty much just have to wait for her to catch up to you, which can be a bit annoying at times. Oh, don't do that to me, Hazel. Oh, come on. That reminds me, I hope there's like really interesting casting weapons in Elden Ring. Ow. Because like, the Hazel's pick is probably the best like casting, like, spell, I guess like Spellblade-esque weapon in Dark Souls 3. But it's just so ugly that it's like, it's a fun weapon to use because of the combos you can pull off, but it's a difficult weapon to like make a thematic build around because it's literally like a rusty pick. Also, these crabs, man, they're so... There we go. Ow. Let's not die to Hazel now. I don't want random weapons. And that's why I use, Oh, there's so much random garbage I don't want. Also, I like how I said weapons when it was a ring, but yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. So I need to drop it because it messes with the order of stuff. And I'm not going to bother dropping the hat because I don't change armor. No, I'm not going to waste time fighting these guys. I wonder if... Did they ever fix ladder cheese against them? Nope. You can't do that. No, 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 nope. That is not an allowable action. We should probably fill up our Estus before heading into the swamp. Okay, let's go. Yeah, like going back to the Hazel pick rant, I hope, because I think one of my other favorite weapons in the Soul series is the blue flame from Dark Souls 2. Just because it was like a proper like Spellblade weapon. Like it's a sword that could cast sorceries. Which is cool. But then like Dark Souls 3 casting weapons are the Golden Ritual Spear, which is an interesting weapon. But the issue with it is it's really bad at being an actual weapon. Like, it's interesting because it scales off faith, not so much because it's a casting weapon. It's a really bad spear. Like, impressive, like it's the shortest, like I'm pretty sure it's shorter than a short sword in terms of actual reach. Which is unfortunate, because like, I made a build with it using miracles and like the lower level sorceries like Soul Mass, Soul Greatsword, etc. Is this the right way? I don't think it is. Oh nope, never mind, it is. We should kill this guy. Dude, this guy might like straight one shot. Oh. Ooh, I actually almost did. Wait, that was just like the startup of the grab attack. That wasn't even the actual grab attack. That would have definitely one-shot us. But yeah, I hope there's a good casting, like, hybrid weapon that is actually a good weapon. I mean, the Hazel pick isn't... hammers are pretty bad weapons because you just poise stack and go for trades. So if someone's passive, you're just never going to hit them. The Hazel pick was interesting because you can cancel recovery by starting up a sorcery and then rolling out of it, which definitely is not intended. But like as far as it being an actual weapon, all it had going for it is being able to combo with sorceries for a lot of damage. But like a hammer itself is not really a good melee weapon, so it doesn't really feel that good to use outside of the combos. And then the other casting weapon for sorcery anyway is like the Immolation Tinder, which I just don't like the design of it, and also the stat requirements to use it properly are very odd. Because it requires like 12, or is it 12 faith, or is it less than that? It requires a lot of stats to use, which makes it very odd to build around. Like, bidding it on a meta level build, you give up a lot of HP and or stamina. Which just makes it feel like bad to use, more or less, because the build isn't going to be as good as something like a build just casting sorceries, essentially. Like, there's really not much advantage to use it because its damage is just alright. Its spell damage is just alright. And a glaive moveset, again, it needs a lot of poise stacking. And it's just not really all that ideal of a weapon, I would say. But I hope there's a good, like, just good weapon that can also cast out. Yeah, I didn't really want to do that, but whatever. These guys aren't too much of a threat. And I'm just going to go straight to the door because there's another bonfire coming up anyway. How much range do those... Okay, they don't have that much range. Okay. Well then... That's the other thing, like, it's also kind of annoying to start out on like a caster build for a first playthrough, because stat requirements are a lot more, I went up the wrong path, are a lot more, I guess, like convoluted, because depending on what type of equipment there is in the game, it can entirely change the build. Like, if there weren't like Sage's Rings in Dark Souls 3, you would have to have Dex to be like competitive with casting. Because without Sage Ring, like the casting speed is just way too slow. Also, one second, let me check something. Okay, that all looks good. And also just like building a caster is more challenging in general, because like again, who knows if it's going to be like this in Elden Ring, but typically in Souls games, casting kind of trivializes a lot of PvE because you just do high damage from a distance. But then there's always like that random area where everything has really high magic resistance, or like a boss has really high magic resistance, where it's just like impossible to use a magic build against, pretty much. Like, trying to kill Madir with a sorcery build is painful. I said I was gonna do cutscenes and whatnot, but yeah, whatever. These cutscenes aren't anything too spectacular. Ooh, that damage is painful. Let's do a single sip. There's another guy coming up, yep. Oh! Let's do a double sip here. Oh, that was greedy. Yeah, I'll take it. You need to try and get them to fight each other. Because they can damage each other, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it would only take like 2 hits to actually kill the other guys. Was it only the red eye ones that fight each other? You know, that would make sense. kind of surprised at how long that fog lasted. I need to be more calculated with my... another guy spawned. Two guys, actually. You know, that's actually crazy. I never realized the dagger hit bounced off of Perseverance. It makes sense because that's how it works typically, but yeah. I'll need to watch the VOD back, but I think I'll need to adjust the volumes of stuff a little bit more. So I need to be sitting with better posture, because like if I'm gonna play Elden Ring for like 12 hours straight, I can't be like hunched over. That'd be a good way to just completely destroy my back. Let's see if we get one shot by this guy or not. There's a good chance we will, but we shall see. Oh shit. I don't know why I thought I would start at the start again. Okay, our damage is good though. We just have to be a little bit careful with the HP we have. I just don't really remember the movesets that well. Okay, let's be safe with our stamina. Let's save full HP and immediately trade hits, as you do. Nice. Okay, I think now that we know Perseverance bounces a dagger, first phase is going to be trivial. And then we'll be going into second phase, like, not as poorly. Like, halberds are good weapons, but I don't feel like they're the best for, like, high mobility PvE. Because the stab attack is a lot more likely to miss than, like, sweep, or like a slash. Which is kind of why I like glaives. Well, glaives are interesting in this game because there's not... Like, I like the Black Knight halberd, but in PvP, you essentially need to stack poise for glaives to be good, but I don't really like stacking poise. I'm gonna go grab the souls because I want to see how many you get for New Game Plus, like, boss, or New Game Plus 3 boss run. No, I'll take that. That's a good chunk of damage. Oh, shoot. Now watch this just die immediately. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Nice. We don't need to, there's no reason to be that greedy. Just play it safe. Let's not use up all of our stamina. Let's get a safety sip in. That trade was worthwhile. Oh, that one wasn't because it wasn't a trade. That was also bad. Ooh, that's not dead. I thought there would be a third attack there. Double sip. I don't really like it when fights go like that, because like it's not really a fight. But if it stun locks them sometimes, like I'm not going to not go for it. What ring do I have equipped? Oh, Hornet still. Yeah, I think you can just like skip this entire area by jumping down the side over here. Pretty sure anyway. Are we gonna go to Smoldering Lake? I suppose there's not really a reason, there's not a reason not to. Let's kill Wolnir first to have that closer bonfire. But again, it doesn't really matter either way. Actually, let's move that over a little bit. There we go. Ow, pain. Actually, that was like only one trap and it did that much damage. Oh, this is the other issue about using a thrusting weapon. Like, the halberd does no damage to the Karthus warriors. But again, like, they're not too much of a threat, so it doesn't really matter, so, yeah. And then we can just reset everything by doing this quickly. 1 second. Need to check something else. Okay. What was that? Okay, yeah, we're good. Does the boulder damage scale? Actually, I could probably have just ran. It doesn't matter too much. I wonder if the boulder damage scales with I mean, it's not a boulder, it's a skeleton ball. But I wonder if the damage scales with new game. Because it'd be interesting if it did, but it'd be odd if it did as well. Like, is it an enemy or is it an environmental thing? Oh, this is gonna be... I'm taking out the sword for this guy. Because, like, a thrusting attack against high mobility just doesn't work well. Unless it's like an S-stock or something extremely fast, but... a halberd's like a medium speed weapon. I love that crystal lizard. It's so odd. I'm not gonna grab that shortcut because Wolnir is probably like... Wolnir's not really a boss fight. It's hit the bracelets like 5 times each and then you win, which is an interesting design. Can you even really call that a design? It just kind of does what it does. I don't know if he's resistant to dark, but you just attack the bracelets anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, I need to get more water after this fight, but it shouldn't take too long. I keep trying to slightly adjust my mic a little bit, but I'm not sure. Actually, I was kind of backed away from my desk anyway. Trying to fix my posture. Walk forward, then big spooky skeleton. 2 hits, nice. Okay, and actually not too much, like... I don't mind boss designs like this. It's just... Actually not, like, I just don't mind them, because it's good to have, like, some variety in the fight. In the fights you encounter and whatnot. Like, could it be more interesting? Sure. But... well, I guess my main issue with the Wolnir fight is there's not much to it. Like, I don't mind environmental fights. But it's Like, I feel like environmental fights need to make better use of the environment instead of attack his bracelets a handful of times each and then you win. Like, the Dragon God fight in Demon Souls was interesting because, like, well, I mean, at least that one is more, like, cinematic. Like, it's more of, like, an experience. It's not, they're not intended to really be fights. Like the Bed of Chaos as well. Like, they're more of, like, puzzles, per se, but, like, the issue with calling them puzzles is there's, like, very little depth to them. Because in both cases, like, I mean, in all three of those cases, it's literally, like, find the weak point, and then the fight's over, essentially. At least with Bed of Chaos is probably the worst one of them all, because it threw gravity into the mix randomly. Yeah, now we're just gonna run down and kill the... Is it like Old Demon King or something like that? We probably won't kill the Sandworm, just... I forgot you had to wait, like, an extra little bit there to not just fall right off, but is what it is. But yeah, like I was saying, like, Bed of Chaos is a special case of, like, I guess more environmental-based boss fight, because it has gravity as well, which can be a bit annoying, especially with the hitboxes. Like, they don't necessarily visually line up with the, like, sweep attacks of the arms. So it never feels good to feel like you shouldn't get hit by an attack that, like, instantly kills you with gravity, but it does. So like, Bed of Chaos is frustrating. Wolnir is just, like, not great. That is one loud skeleton. But yeah, probably not gonna kill the Sandworm, because... Actually, we'll see how much HP he has. But I have a feeling it's gonna do way too much damage, and we're gonna have the, like... The Ballista's gonna be coming after us as well. I think that wasn't full damage, I think that was just partial damage. I feel like it would typically do a ton more damage. When the Ballista hit the Sandworm? I don't remember. I'm just gonna run around it. Oh, ooh, that damage. Yeah, I'm gonna run up there, grab that bonfire. I just noticed there's, like, missing textures. But whatever. The bonfire up here is closer to the boss, and then we'll just go kill the boss. Like, the Sandworm is an interesting fight because it just kinda... It comes out of the ground, you hit it a few times, it goes back into the ground, you wait around, it comes out of the ground, you hit it a few times, etc. Now, actually, when was the last time I actually fought the Old Demon King? It's been a while, I would have to say. It's not really a difficult boss, but we need to be at least a little bit careful about getting one shot. It's like the Meteor Swarm does damage. So I think he has a combustion. That probably does a good bit of damage too. Ooh, the Demon Prince is gonna be one hell of a fight. Let's back up and get our stamina. And actually, I really like this fight because of how, like, it's a very nice fight, like, thematically, because it's an Old Demon King trying his best Then if the fight goes on long enough, he does like one last like barrage attempt with the big explosion. Then you're just gonna run away from that. It probably does good damage, but not necessarily a very threatening attack. But yeah, like if he's losing the fight, he'll do like the last big explosion. And if that doesn't kill you, he just gives up, because that's all he had left. Wait, a lingering? Let's not die to old Demon King. Oh, the meteor's inbound. Okay, let's use a Green Blossom. Boom, crossbow. Better damage than I would expect, to be fair. Oh, here's the big explosion. I'm pretty sure that's like always a one-shot. Or maybe not guaranteed one-shot if it kills you, but usually it will. Aww. But, I mean, it's not a very challenging fight, but I like it. It's an interesting fight, at least. Okay, now on to Urethyl. And like the boss frequency starts picking up a lot here. Oh, I was gonna go get water. I'm gonna do that quickly, be right back. Okay, back. There's one thing I've noticed is I do not drink enough water while streaming, like at all. Or really just in general, I suppose. But it definitely becomes more apparent when streaming because you talk a lot more than usual. Probably one of the best like area reveals in like I would even say like in all of gaming, because Urethyl is a very aesthetically pleasing area. And especially if you've played previous Souls games, like you're like, is that Anor Londo? I mean, that looks like Anor Londo, but is it? I'm not sure. It could be though. And like even without looking up at like the part that is literally Anor Londo, the architecture style is similar enough that you kind of get those vibes immediately anyway. I don't remember, I'm pretty sure lightning does no damage to the, like, Solven beasts. That damage. Let's heal up while we get our sand back. Immediately lost all of the HP we just got back, lost it all again, lost even more HP, as you do. Very good AI right there. Oh, that's right, these guys are really weak to bleed. Actually, that's another thing I kind of hope. Also, it was odd because we didn't get a, like, crit proc, or like stun there. Let's leave the ring. I hope status effect builds are, I guess building, or like balancing status effect builds is a challenge, because if they're good, it's very easy to like, it's very easy for them to be extremely annoying to fight against, because like early Dark Souls 3 bleed builds were a pain, because if you got hit by one like Warden Twin Blade combo, you're just dead because it'd like proc bleed twice, which when it's a percentile of max HP damage, it just kind of kills you. But now I kind of feel like bleed builds are just like gone from PvP because it just doesn't build up enough. And like in actual like a duel scenario, it's just too easy to avoid and like use Blood Red Moss to just completely negate any build up. But then I'm sure like Carthus Rouge Warden Twin Blade just absolutely murders new players because they don't fully understand bleed build up, and then they just take a ton of damage really quickly. Also, like, oh, excuse me. I was gonna say, oh, we'll just run through this area because, like, it's not particularly interesting fights, and they do lots of damage, so it'd be easy for us to die. We'll just run by to get to the Solven fight. It then immediately gets, like, grab attacked. But it is what it is. You might not be able to rest at the bonfire, depending on how long or how far these guys' aggro range is. And now we're good. There we go. I almost feel like adding a like bot command to tell me to fix my posture. Because going into Elden Ring I might need it, because like I'll probably like well I'll get really into that game and just kind of like lose focus. And all of a sudden I've been hunched over for like 6 hours and my back's gonna kill me later. Maybe I'll just like do, I mean I should do frequent like stretch, like getting like breaks to just like get up and stretch and whatnot anyway. But when playing a game for a very long time that you're like engrossed in, oh, excuse me, it could be hard to remember to do that. Yeah, let's go grab that bonfire now, because it'd be more annoying to come back down here later than just grab it now. But I do think we're just gonna do the, like, Solven, Aldrich, and probably Urethyl Dungeon, Yorm, and then Lothric Castle. And I'll probably do the DLCs after everything else, just because, like, I feel like it's the best order in terms of, like, difficulty. Well, at least in boss difficulty, because I feel like the areas in the DLC, at least in the first DLC, aren't, it's not as challenging as, well, no, I would say it is. At least it's very close. Like, the DLCs are more of like the end game area than mid game. For sure, and yeah. Then I guess we could always like, like if the Twin Princes give us a lot of difficulty for some reason, we can take a break from them and go to the DLCs. But I don't think, well, maybe with a halberd they might, because it's a slower weapon where a lot of like the benefit of it comes from its range, which isn't too useful in ow, the damage. Evasive maneuvers. But yeah, like, the range of a halberd isn't as useful in a boss fight compared to PvP. Because, like, ideally you're close to the boss anyway. Like, you're not spacing a boss typically, because they have much more range than you, like, for every attack, essentially. Also, like, it's a small detail, but like going through a Souls game offline just isn't the same because there's like no bloodstains or ghosts or like any of like those small like online interactions that you can usually see. Or like messages as well. Even though like messages in Souls games are just like troll like content most like all the time. Like there's rarely useful messages. Especially on the first playthrough, I don't really read messages because, like, either they're going to get you killed, or they just outright tell you, like, oh, this is a hidden wall, make sure you, like, look at it. Why can't we rest at the bonfire? Oh, it's the Launder Pale Shade. Shit, where's that guy? Aw. I don't know if that NPC can use shortcuts. So I have absolutely no idea where it may be. Ideally, I would go into the Pontiff Sullivan fight with more than half my Estus, but I mean, I guess we could, like, just die. Because I don't really feel like hunting that guy down, and it'd be easier to just die and come back later. Though, like, ideally, we'd be able to kill Sullivan with, oh, we're down here. We'd be able to kill Pontiff with just 6 Estus, but that's not the right bonfire. I don't know why I warped to it. I mean, I could have probably went for it, but whatever. Also, I do really miss random invasions, because, like, this would have been a much more interesting playthrough if I was always dried-fingered and constantly being invaded, but is what it is, I suppose. You know what, yeah, let's save the Ember for if we need a little bit of extra healing, because Pontiff does have a lot of downtime whenever he's, like, doing the summoning. Well, actually, no, let's just use it now. Because even though there's a lot of downtime with the summoning, you want to be right on Pontiff anyway, because you can kill the summon before it's actually even summoned, which makes the fight a lot less, I guess, like, frustrating. And also, let's switch that out, because we're, like, rarely gonna get, like, actual crits on Pontiff anyway. Like, I know you can parry him. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get this. Nope. So I like how the little bit of Dark Souls 1 I played completely messed up my menu. Like, navigation. Nope. See, like, you can't outspace a boss. Let's just play it safe and get our HP back. My HP. Not the best heal. Nah, it's fine. That's a grab attack. Unnecessary roll there. Missed out on free damage. Ooh. Just to keep our damage and stamina up. Bad roll. Yeah, we have enough HP. Greedy. Oh. Let's get our stamina back. that is not as much damage against the Phantom as I would like there to be. Maybe it's resistant to, I mean, that's not bad. Just one more attack instead. Yeah, not too bad. We are running low on Estus, though. That running attack does so much more damage. I wonder if stuff is just resistant to, oh, it just takes reduced damage when spawning. That makes sense. Which is usually... you do enough damage that it doesn't matter anyway. Oh god, let's not be stuck on everything. Rip. I mean, it's an easy fight. I just got greedy and then got caught on geometry. Which is a good way to quickly not be alive. And back we go. And also, I think starting out with the Ember used is fine, because like, we didn't die because we were out of heals, we died because we ate a lot of dumb damage. Because we kind of backed ourselves into a corner, and then it did a flurry of attacks with the Phantom up. Also, I feel like our thrusting damage was just really bad. I wonder if Pontiff just has high, like, stab resistance. Where are our souls? There they are. Ow. Ow. Oh. That was impressive. I think Pontiff is one of those bosses, especially where it's harder to run away from. It's harder to avoid damage trying to run away from him than it is trying to actually fight. Because when you stay up close to him, you can just kind of dodge a lot of the attacks by walking to the side. Or like you dodge the entire chain of attacks by rolling to one side of him, and then he doesn't turn around fast enough to like keep the pressure up. But when you're running away, like, he just kind of keeps hitting you. And let's go again. And it looks like our souls will still be over to the right. Now that we're not looking around, it's going to be easier to grab them. Okay, now we fight. I think we survived long enough that our souls will be out in the open now, though. Maybe. We'll see. Honestly impressive. Just kind of run in and eat every attack to the face and die. Okay. We go... I was going to say third time's the charm, but this would be our fourth. Rip. Is what it is, though. And our souls are in a slightly better spot now. Why do I keep turning my back to the giant boss trying to kill me? Like, that's never a good idea. I don't know why I've been doing it. Actually, I guess our damage with the thrust is comparable. Because, like, setting up a running attack is a lot more time-consuming, that's battle, than just doing a R1 or 2. Save. Then he's gonna do his buff. There we go. So we just have to time it more properly. It's like punish the... this is an explosion, right? Oh, nope, that was just an attack. Wait, save, do 1 sip. No, close enough. I gotta watch out for... oh, where... oh, there he is. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, let's get our HP back. Bad rolls. Although trying to kill this trying to kill this Phantom has been doing enough damage to Sullivan that we're still in a good spot for like the fight as a whole. Yeah, at least that only hits once. How is he still not dead? There we go. I made that way more difficult than it had to be. And Orlando without PvP is gonna be disappointing. Like, that's like the entire, like, point of this area. Like, why would you be here if not for PvP? Actually, no, I would never host on a NG+3 character. That's just how you're gonna have a really bad time with PvE. I was thinking, like, what if I kept this area up for, like, hosting? But one, servers won't be back up until after Elden Ring release, so not really worthwhile. And two, the PvP, or the PvE is gonna do a lot of damage, so being invaded with that as well would just be a bad time. And I'm not gonna bother going down to the other area, just because, like, there's really no reason for me to go that way. I'm not even gonna get those shortcuts, because I'm not gonna die between here and the elevator anyway. It'd be very impressive to do that, really. I don't even, yeah, the Silver Knights don't even track down here, so it's completely safe. Aldrich himself is probably going to do a lot of damage. Maybe not. Actually, doesn't he take a lot of damage from fire? So maybe I should, I think he's vulnerable to fire, right? I know he does, like, fire attacks every now and then. Like, especially second. Do I not have Pine Resin on this character? I do not have Charcoal Pine Resin. Okay, guess I won't. Maybe lightning probably is fine. I've been using the human pine resin, to be fair, but not really using buffs to the fullest extent I could. I'm just gonna run by everything again. Like, I'm here for the bosses more than anything. Then after this, it would be Urethyl dungeon time. Which is going to be really quick, because we just run by literally everything and then kill the boss. Oh, that does a ton of stability damage. I guess it makes sense, because like blocking with the weapon's never going to work out too well. I'm going to grab this shortcut. I'm not going to kill the monstrosity thing. I guess I could. I know all the Silver Knights are alive. So let's just like keep running. And again, like Aldrich isn't a particularly difficult fight anyway. I don't think lightning's or dark's gonna do much damage to him, so I mean honestly let's just like attack. Ooh, that does damage. Yeah, I'm used to like the standard like New Game Plus, that does absolutely nothing to you. Wow, even the little homing things do damage. Okay, we gotta be careful, it turns out. Ooh, I feel like that's kind of an early second phase. Also, we have to watch out for this. And he's gonna be back over there. I don't think I've ever had Aldrich be like this, like, I guess like cyclic, or just like keeps repeating the same thing over and over again. He's gonna teleport again soon, so we have to be careful. Yep. And let's do a safety sip, and it should be donezo after this next phase. Oh, he went back over there. I guess it's because I ran to the other side of it too early. And there we go. But yeah, I would say, like, halberds do so much better when it's, like a large enemy that has a lot of recovery, because you just get so much Leo ring damage. Like, I don't remember what the multiplier is for Leo ring in this game. I think it's like variable multiplier as well, depending on if it's like a perfect counter or if it's just like a regular counter. I think it boosts it in both scenarios, but it does more so for a perfect counter. All I know is like a perfect counter with like an Astora Greatsword or a Lothric Knight Greatsword full charge R2. It does like 1900 damage. Like you're never going to land that in PvP. But it's still like, it's fun seeing big damage numbers like that. Oh, that crossbow, holy shit, that damage. Can't go, oh my god. I don't know why I just ate that attack. Why does this guy do like so much damage? Holy shit. It's like a solid like 900 damage per swing. And now because I died to him, I have to be like stubborn and actually like try and kill him. I mean, that's just how it works. I think what kind of killed me there is I was kind of going for a parry. But since it's a curved greatsword with the spin sweep weapon art, you can just deny parries, and it's an AI, so literally reads my inputs to deny parries. Or wait, I won't... Oh, never mind. Riveting gameplay. Can't parry that. I like how I said, like, I can't just, like, attack into him because I, like, read my inputs and dodge and whatnot, but then, yeah. I can't even use the Murakumo properly on this build, so where is it? And there we go. And we didn't lose enough supplies to really justify resting, so let's just speed souls and be on our way. Actually, this area has to be like one of the most frustrating areas on a first playthrough, I would say. It never feels good just like watching your health just disappear. But I don't think I have to like run by everything here. I think I can just like drop down and be on my way, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop down out here so we don't have to aggro all that stuff. Yeah, like just watching your max HP just disappear, and then the worst part is it does actual, like, you don't get the lost HP back when the effect runs out, so it just does all that damage too. It's like when you're just trying to explore the area and all of a sudden you don't have HP, it doesn't feel great. We don't need to kill the Mimic. It's like we don't need the Estus shards because like we already have max Estus. Well, we dropped down on the wrong side. I'm just gonna put this on and then let's just run for it. And, oh, we need to go to Archdragon. Actually, let's... yeah, let's take a... Well, no, let's save Archdragon Peak. No, wait, that's right, we have to go to, like, the guard... We need to kill Cyros first before we can go to Archdragon Peak, because we need the emote. Or do we... Would we already have the emote? Because we had it before? Oh, yep, we do. So we could just go to Archdragon Peak now. Actually... Oh god, it's on the elevator. Uh-oh. Never mind. I feel like saving the Nameless King for one of the later fights is a better move overall, because it is one of the more challenging fights. So let's keep going through. We'll do Nameless King... let's do Nameless King before the DLCs, but after Twin Princes. And when do I do Soul of Cinder? I feel like saving Soul of Cinder for like the very last fight is fine. Even though like, I would say in terms of difficulty, Gale is probably like the final boss of the series, but doesn't matter too much. Like, the Soul of Cinder fight isn't, like, it's not a pushover fight by any means, it's just... Actually, no, yeah, let's save Soul of Cinder for the last fight, because it's like the Gwyn's theme like, remix, essentially. And, like, all the DLC boss fights have good OST as well, but there's just something special about hearing, like, the plin plin plon of Gwyn's theme. We don't need to go the other way because it doesn't, yeah, we don't need to do any NP, and, like, we can't even do the NPC quest, to be fair. Let's actually grab out a Storm Ruler now. We'll have a, I wonder if having it be +5 makes it do more damage. I have no idea. I always thought it was odd, like how poorly the textures were rendered in when first going down, because like everybody looks directly at it based on how the camera like works, so I don't know why they wouldn't like fix that. Ow. I don't think I can drop fully down. This should be fine. Let's not do that. That should be fine. I don't remember if there's another charge to this as well, or if it's just like the 2 charges. I think it's just the 2 levels, where like first doesn't do anything, second does big damage. I just realized this fight's gonna be really loud. $10k damage per swing, not bad. That negative stamina hurts, though. Okay, let's make our way back over here. And this isn't one of those other, like, more cinematic fights. Although, I don't mind this one either, just because of how cinematic it is. Oh, that damage, holy shit. But, like, part of me does kind of wish it was more dynamic on the player's end as well. Because, like, it's not engaging to hold left trigger until thing gets windy, then press right trigger at the same time. Like, it's just not engaging. Wait, is my mic peaking? Let me check quickly at the same time. Like, it's just not engaging. But no, that sounds fine. Then again, it wouldn't make sense for it to be peaking because I have a limiter on it that makes it physically unable to peak. Wait, do we start the Dancer fight immediately here? I think we do, right? I don't have a proper weapon equipped.
Please save his soul.
Well, gotta save Lothric's soul. Whatever will we do? That is so loud.
Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Boom, cutscene.
Save his soul.
Dancer might actually be kind of a difficult fight, because usually it's not that bad because she doesn't do damage. New Game Plus 3 does not care about that limitation. She's gonna do a lot of damage. And here we go. I think we should be able to do this. I really need to adjust like where I put my chat, because like right now my mic kind of blocks part of it. 'Cause the other thing is like I want it to be on the side of my screen. I guess I could put OBS, well then I have to look further over for chat, when realistically I would want it to be like a glance over, but my mic's right there, so. I might do that at the end of the stream, where I just kind of mess with settings and whatnot to try and find something that works better. I don't think dark damage will really do any significant more damage. Gotta want that hitbox. Ooh. That damage. It hurts. I forgot. For this fight, you just literally just hug the butt. Then nothing really. Oh, nothing hits you really. Then you have to roll through the grab attack. You don't roll with it because I mean that's just a general rule of thumb. To be fair, that's an AOE. You should still do the grab attack when she doesn't have an open hand anymore. I think she can. I'm just gonna play it safe and keep HP up. That damage, holy shit. Bad attack. Why am I being so greedy? Holy damage. Ow, pain. So now we just warp to Vort's Bonfire and go again, which it should be easy to do. We just got greedy for damage and got dunked. Oh, we're back. Oh, that's right, we have to warp to Vort Bonfire, which is Vort to the Boreal Valley. Just checking something quick. Okay, that's all fine. And I'm just gonna pop Ember now because we won't really have time to pop one. Well, there is openings, but I'd rather just have full HP going in. We still have Leo equipped, that's good. I kind of hope there's no Hornet Ring in Elden Ring, because randomly having a multiplier on a multiplier for crit is just kind of odd. Like, crits don't need to do even more damage, because doing bonus damage is the entire point of a crit anyway. And giving bonus damage on crits just kind of incentivizes building around just doing insane amounts of damage with crits, which... Okay, let's just go again. The start of the fight didn't happen right there. Let's see if this does do more damage. I don't think I've ever seen that attack before. Do you have the jump attack? That was a AoE fire explosion? Excuse me? We're being way too greedy. We need our stamina to be able to dodge. That's an AoE. Oh, no, that one isn't. Hey, perfect time to stun her. Play safe. Almost got me with that flurry right there, Dancer. Amazing. Now this is the AoE. Oh no, we might be dead here. Sip, sip. Ow. Well, just attack 2 times and the fight's dead. Oh god, it's not done. It's not done. It's not done. Okay, there we go. And that is a perfect example of why you don't get greedy for the final hit. Because there's a decent chance that there's just going to be a tiny sliver left, and then you just die. So, it's best to not just put yourself in that situation in the first place. But it is what it is. interesting bleeding statue. I wonder how non-linear Elden Ring will be. I guess it depends on if you like consider side stories or like side areas. It's like, I mean, they're not main objectives by definition. But like, I mean, even like the main story or whatever you want to call it, like how linear that is in terms of like progression. Like, do you have to double back, or will you have to double back a lot? Because I think forcing players to revisit past areas to go down a different route is good, because it allows you to like build more depth in those areas instead of like, oh, this is only a early game area, once you finish it you're never going to see this area again type of deal. Like, I kind of like how Lothar Castle was done, because it's like the first area and also like essentially the last area in the base game anyway. Yeah, let's actually do... Now, let's save Osiris after Princes. Like, we'll do Princes, Osiris, the Ancient Wyvern, Nameless King, then start DLCs. I think that'd be a good order to do stuff in. Like, Osiris could probably come before the Princes, but like, it's not a huge deal to do it in whatever order I feel like, so yeah. I'm sorry, like, I'm just like running by everything, which I mean is the way to do New Game Plus, I feel like. Because like, the good thing about like dried finger runs is it forces you to at least clear some areas. Because you can't just keep running, because then you're never going to fight the invaders. I mean, you can, technically, but... like, ideally you have to actually be careful with what you all ag, or oh god. Because if you get invaded, which, if you're dried finger, you're going to be invaded a lot, you can't really afford to be, like, mobbed by PvE and the invader. Also, I like how I completely forgot the, and that wasn't the right ring to switch to. I completely forgot the Dragon Slayer armor was, fight. Which I find kind of funny. I mean, it's not, like, it's not a bad boss. Let's use a Sieg brew to max out our HP. Like, the thing I find funny about this boss is how there's a bonfire at the boss and then a bonfire immediately after the boss as well, which is just odd. Like, why? Like, that type of redundancy isn't really good. That's another thing I kind of hope they handle better in Elden Ring. Because Dark Souls 3 has way too many bonfires. But like, for an open world, like, how do you go about balancing, like, checkpoints, essentially, like that? Ooh, we're gonna have to... This fight might be more difficult than I thought it would be. Probably has really good thrust resistance. Ooh, that's painful. We're doing like half the damage we typically do. Ooh, HP, where'd it go? Double sip. Bad attack. Oh, where'd our HP go? Not a good attack there, yeah. Yeah, like, that's just something like, how does a bonfire, or does Elden Ring even use, like, a bonfire type system? Like, how? I mean, it has to. It's still like a Souls-esque game. Like, they wouldn't rework the entire, like, checkpoint system, essentially. With the dragons being alive... And we can't just run by, can we? Wait, what? Yeah, I mean... Technically no, but... Actually, that hurts a lot. I don't know if I want to go into the fight with -2 every time. But if we go to the other, like the earlier bonfire and go back to the shortcut, it would be fine. We wouldn't lose S's. Actually, isn't there another shortcut over this way? Or is... Okay, yeah, that's the shortcut that goes up to, what should I call it? The Archive. Grand Archive. Let's try using the lightning buff instead. I feel like Dark wasn't really doing anything for us. I mean, that's literally like the same. Oh, like, the Dark buff wasn't really doing anything for us either, to be fair. I think we just have to play this fight slow. And, like, not eat a shield to the face every time because we're too greedy. Oh, those axe hits do damage, holy shit. Okay, let's reset. The fight up until now hasn't happened. Oh, that was a well-timed stun for us. I feel like our Lothric Knight's Raceword would end up doing a lot more damage because it's faster attacking and safer in general to attack with. I was going to use a Seeker, but I took too much time to decide if I was going to do so. Well, we got lucky there. Let's run to the other side of the fountain. Bait an attack. Amazing game. I'm not sure if this goes through the fountain or not. I guess he didn't do the wave attack anyway. Okay, the Seeker's way over there. Oh, usually it's just one down, but I used the Divine Blessing already. So usually it's much quicker to go into the menu to actually use it. That was a good hit. It's amazing how much better this fight goes if you're patient instead of just attacking like crazy. Oh, got lucky there, because I feel like any of those axe attacks would pretty much just one-shot us. And there we go. This has to be like the oddest bonfire. Like, I can understand why there's a bonfire there and right up here as well, because it would be annoying to run from there all the way up here every time you die in the Grand Archives. But at the same time, I wonder if originally there was going to be more leading up to the Grand Archives after the Dragon Slayer armor. It's like, it's literally right there. Or maybe it was just a case of like they didn't want to break having a bonfire after every boss. So they just kind of through it there anyway, even though it's kind of ridiculous. And again, it's not a huge issue either way. We don't really need to fight the Sage, but... Oh, that's so much HP. It's like 10k HP. It's gonna be annoying to deal with. I mean, we don't have to deal with it, to be fair. Like, we could just always run by them. Which, honestly, we probably should. And I really like this area. Because it's, like, verticality in Souls games is always fun. Because it makes stuff like, the Silver Cat Ring ranged attack, just like it's more conducive for shenanigans. And shenanigans are fun. As an invader anyway. As a host, not so much. Also, we need to be careful because these thralls do lots and lots of damage. I want another like Sen's Funhouse. Ow. Wait, that did like, why did that do like no damage? That's odd. Pretty sure he just like teleports to, yeah, like right there. We have to, yeah, we have to go down this elevator because we have to pull another lever for like the bookshelf to shift, I think. Where's that Duke's archive? No, okay, it's this one too. That is not a lever. Yeah, like another Sen's Funhouse would be amazing. Just like a like early to mid-ish game dungeon where it's just filled with so many traps that it's just like an invader's paradise. Because like the more time you spend in the area, the more used you'll be to like all the trap timing and like just how to run by everything. Which works amazingly as an invader, because then like you essentially can just, like, the traps are on your side and you can run by and bait like an entire group of people to their death. And it's like, it's funny for everybody involved whenever you mess up and the trap kills you. Okay. Let's actually throw on Hornet Ring for this. Because, like, this Lothric Knight's going to do a lot of damage. So we better make our first attack worthwhile. That's a third of his HP. Oh, half my... Well, okay, not quite half, but essentially half my HP with Perseverance up, which I'm pretty sure Perseverance halves incoming damage. So that would have just one-shot me if I didn't have Perseverance up. Which, I mean, is understandable, because, like, oh god, HP, where to go? Ow. So I like how I just, like, I instinctively turn around to prevent backstabs against enemies that don't backstab. God, that damage, holy shit. Can we aggro these guys one at a time? I'm pretty sure they all insta-aggro, no matter what. How did that bolt go there? Hey, we can aggro them one at a time. I just wanted to do this because I figure they're gonna do like a lot of damage together. Wait, oh, they do just all aggro at the same time then. That's unfortunate for me. Let's run around here to get Sorcerers stuck back that way. Yeah, I mean, that's damage, alright. Bad attack. Oof. Oh. I mean, all we have to do is kill these guys because there's a bonfire immediately after. There we go. Out, sorcerer's here. Okay, we have to be careful with soul spears. Why do I do that to myself? I have to be careful against soul spears. Walks around the corner, eats a soul spear. Just amazing. God, backstab? My God. Is this what it's like to fight me whenever I'm on my sorcery build? There we go, finally got a backstab. Ow. Parried. There we go. I always should just like do jumping attacks or like unparryable attacks into that guy, because it's an AI made to parry like first attacks. I don't know why I think it's not going to parry the attack after like that. Like that's what it was made to do essentially. Okay, I think we just run directly to the Twin Princes. Like, we'll grab the shortcut and all that as well, but, like, we don't need to go down the other paths because we don't need all the random items. And Twin Princes with a halberd might be interesting, because I'll have to play it really slow. Because I'm pretty sure I'll only get one R1 per attack. I don't want to do rolling attacks because it's a slash instead of a thrust. And if we don't make use of, like, thrust, then we're not going to make use of Leo Ring and our damage drops off a lot. What? 3 hollows just did, like, 75% of my HP. And let's grab the shortcut. Ow. Let's hope the elevator moves fast enough. Okay, yeah, we're good. I don't think we need to grab any... Actually, we should just go hit the old Dragon Slayer armor. Or Dragon Slayer armor, bonfire anyway. Just so we have full Estus and, like, yeah, pretty much just have full Estus going in. And then when we die, we don't have to, like, go to the other bonfire. Like, for this one, it would make more sense for the Dragon Slayer armor bonfire to be, like, on this side, because it makes the other shortcut more convenient. But it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I wonder if the railings restore after, like, fully reloading the area. I don't think environmental damage is permanent in this game. Yeah, it's definitely not, because, like, broken stuff like the lights and whatnot definitely come back. And again, I'm not worrying about getting the slabs and all that, because, like, this build is complete. Like, it doesn't need any extra stuff. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quickly. Let's... Yeah, actually, why is the text all the way up there? That's an odd spot for it. Let's move it down here. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom quickly, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Wait, my cursor shows up? Has it been there the entire time? I hope. Okay, no, it doesn't. It was just up because I had the Steam overlay on. Okay. Actually, how long have I been going? 2 hours, 20 minutes? Actually, that's not bad for pretty much completing the base game. But again, like, I don't have to upgrade anything, and I'm just running by everything for essentially like a boss rush.
Oh dear.
Yeah, excuse me.
Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders.
So I think the main thing that I'll die to for this fight is just being way too greedy for my own good and not waiting to properly dodge attacks and getting womboed second phase.
You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Well, let go. Okay, yep. Not the best heal ever, but never punished. Back swing, yep. We're low on stam, let's wait to get that back. There's no reason, like, because so far this is a really good run, no reason to throw it away. Bad. Okay, so we can... I like hitbox dodging because it sets up a really good counter attack. I'll let the cutscene play this time, but we'll skip it on, like, other runs if we die.
Oh, dear brother. I'm on my way.
Why are his fingers so long? So weird. I mean, Lothric is just an odd guy in general, I have to say.
Unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would.
Well, halberd might not be a good weapon for this fight. Because, like, it's a lot easier to hit Lothric on Lorien's back with a slashing weapon, not so much a thrusting weapon. So we may have to go through quite a few, like, cycles of killing Lorien to actually finish this fight. But we'll see. Maybe, like, running attacks are good enough. Like, even, like, a glaive moveset would work a lot better, because I almost have a feeling like the standard R1 won't be high enough to really hit frequently. Not a good start. Let's just do one step. Really not a good start. One step. That's a spear. I think for this fight you need to stay on top of him. Because he has too much useful ranged attacks from a distance. I haven't done a single amount of damage to Lothric yet. Ooh, that damage. Teleport? Yep. Ow, pain, rip. Okay, yeah. I mean, that went about as well as expected. Because I think all I need to... The best way to approach this with a halberd is going to be just, fight Lorien and do damage to Lothric once Lorien is down. Because I'm pretty sure once you kill Lorien once, he comes back with like half HP, and it might be decreasing after that. Usually I don't need to do that, because I'll just use like a straight sword or something that hits Lothric easier. Yeah, because like right now I'm kind of messing myself up. Oh, that's a waste of time. But yeah, I'm kind of messing myself up by trying to go for Lothric specifically, but it's easier to dodge all the attacks if you just fight Lorien. I mean, I'll grab this slab, but I don't need it. The first phase went really well, like we used like 2 Estus the entire time. And actually, let's pop Ember. Like, it's free HP, but there's not really a good time to use it in that fight, especially second phase. Because ideally, you would use it at low HP, but at low HP, Lothric could just kill you with his spear, so it's not the best thing to save. Now we should have also rebuffed. And let's reset the elevator for future runs to be better. Okay, let's try this again. That was an odd, like, graphical glitch. With the window right there. Yeah, I should have locked on there. Bad attack. Really bad attack. I mean, it's still not a bad run by any means, to be fair. Let's get our stand back. And like, oh shit, wait, you can riposte Lorien? Okay. Can't say that's ever happened before. But yeah, just like fighting Lori normally, it sets up enough times to hit Lothric. But I think trying to specifically go for Lothric is just a waste of time. Not even a waste of time. Like, well, yeah, a waste of time, but it also sets you up to take more damage. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. Oh, let's just use this. Okay. What are they doing? I don't like fight. Yeah, I don't want to like fight them out like back into the corner like that. Because like that's how you die, essentially. That wasn't a good roll, but we got saved by hitbox. Let's safety sip here. Not safety sip if you immediately. We have too much. Bad roll. And that was more of a bad attack, if anything, to be fair. We should heal up here just to play it safe. There we go. I just went about the fight completely wrong that first attempt. But, like, it's not a challenging fight, especially when you have, like, 80 dex and do dumb amounts of damage. Okay, so that's all the Lords of Cinders, or all the Lord of Cinder dead. Let's go back to this one. Let's go kill Cyros. Then we'll go Nameless King. Then DLCs. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's a good order to do stuff in. Like, I think we'll just... Unless we, like, run into a serious, roadblock on one of the bosses, I think we'll just knock out all the bosses in New Game Plus 3 in one stream. Which is pretty good. Do I wanna... Nah, I don't think I'll run back to get that shortcut, because it's Osiris. Like, he does... he could do a lot of damage, though, to be fair. But I don't think... I mean, also, it's really not much of a shortcut when you think about it. It doesn't really save much time, it's just safer. And even, like, marginally safer at best. Oh god. Maybe a little bit more than marginally safer compared to this, to be fair, but yeah. I just kind of wanted to make a build around... does this guy come all the way up, or does he back up eventually? Oh, it looks like he's... Yep, he's here. I'll use a Sieg Brew at the start. Well, we don't even have to kill this. Oh wait, there's Champion Gundyr as well. How did I completely forget about that guy?
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you?
We'll do Osiris, Gundyr, and then Ancient Wyvern, Nameless King, DLCs, Soul of Cinder.
I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
This is an interesting fight, because, like, the guy is crazy. And we do have to be a little careful here, because, like, His rampage attack is gonna just like one-shot us, almost guaranteed.
Are you hiding from me?
Now let's get him out of the Pestilent Mercury.
Don't be afraid. You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear? Now, show yourself.
Ooh, that staff bash. That did some damage. That did damage as well. Fail swipe. Okay, and now the actual fight starts. Okay, that's fine. Halberd has to be like one of the worst weapons for this fight now that I think about it. I mean, at least the damage is good. But it's like he's so like tall and lanky that it's very easy for attacks to just whiff. Like all that, like I missed out on like 800 plus damage right there. Not the best roll. Ooh, my HP, where'd it go? It was really only dangerous whenever he does a jump attack, it seems like. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna use a straight sword for this, because I can't with these constantly whipping attacks. Yeah, sorry for not talking too much, just kind of focusing up. It's like we have like 2 S's left. That works so much better when when half your attacks don't whiff. Granted, like I could like manually aim them all to like hit his legs and whatnot, but that just requires extra focus and whatnot. That you're focusing more on like aiming the attacks and dodging and whatnot. It does, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a fair way to make a boss more challenging, to have it harder to hit. I think we just run by everything here to just fight, Champion Gundyr. Those like queued up attacks though, those never feel good. Ooh, I wonder if Elden Ring will do hit-based hidden walls or interaction-based. That always threw me off with Dark Souls 2, that like hitting on the wall would do nothing, so you had to like spam the interact button, but it didn't give you a prompt. So like, you just have to do both until you find your first hidden wall, and then you're... What if it's a mixture of the two? That'd be something. Okay, let's heal up. There we go. And like with Gundyr, I'm not too worried about missing Estus because The fight's either gonna go well and we win, or it's gonna go poorly and it doesn't matter if we have S's still, because you just kinda die. Bad roll, but spared by hitbox. I always really liked this fight. Oh, we got lucky there. Missed out on a lot of damage though. Oh, we should heal up here just to play safe. Bad heal, yeah. And then we'll heal. One Estus here should be fine. Two Estus. Oh, he chains into the running attack? Interesting. Then, does he do a kick somewhere in that? I think so, right? I think that's the part about this fight that I really like, is how fluid his moveset is. It's like, it can pretty much branch into whatever he wants to do at any time, which keeps it very interesting, because usually bosses have like very set patterns of attacking. We need our stamina, or else we're just gonna die. And that's fine. Oh shit, the fight's done. Easy game. Yeah, it's a very dynamic fight because of how fluid his moveset is. Because as I was saying, usually like you just look out for like the 3-chain attack, get 2 hits in, play passively, wait for the 3-hit attack, play passively, etc. Urethyl Dungeon. Whereas with Gundyr, like, it's easy to get hits in if you have a relatively fast weapon, like even like a halberd or claymore is fast enough. Oh, it's like the other shortcut. That's right. Hey, where is that shortcut? Did I even properly unlock it? I don't think I even did. I think no, I did. But yeah, like, actually I'm kind of surprised at how quickly that Gundyr fight went. I wonder if his HP doesn't scale as much with New Game Pluses. Like, he did a lot of damage, but I feel like his HP didn't really last as long as it should have. Okay, where is Path of the Dragon? There it is. And now we wait. Boom, magic teleportation, and we are at Archdragon Peak. Ooh, that looks cool. D&D map from a friend. We'll probably do an online campaign sometime soon-ish. This has been a while since I've done D&D. Ah, shit, I got hit. God. bad, and this is painful. I think I just die here, yeah. Rip. Yep, death was imminent there. Why did I rest at the bonfire again? I don't need to do that. I don't even need to, like, Ember here, because, like, this is just a speed souls boss. Like, there's really nothing to it. You just run around, hope you get the plunge attack, and that's the fight. Actually, I should still pop an Ember, because, like, going up the ladder with the chain guy behind you, he might just one-shot you if you don't have an Ember. I mean, honestly, with NG+3, even with the Ember, I could just become dead very quickly. I don't remember if those assassin guys can backstab or not. They may be able to. I'm not 100% sure though. But honestly, like, I mean, this is just another one. Actually, I feel like Dark Souls 3 has like an oddly high number of like cinematic or like environmental fights, which is a little bit odd. Will we get stunned off the ladder, or will we be home free? Oh, we're good. Oh shit. Good thing there's this convenient stone wall that completely nullifies the danger of this boss. Ow. And now we just wait and... Hey, we beat the boss. Easy game. Very challenging. Yep. Yep. And again, we'll probably just run by everything to just start the Nameless King fight as quickly as possible. Because, like, we're here for the bosses, like, we don't need to kill all the individual mobs because we don't need souls and stuff to upgrade our gear. Also, 2 million souls so far, not bad. Didn't really need to rest there because, like, the next bonfire isn't too far away. I guess we could get comboed out by the, like all the little guys, to be fair. I'm just using the green blossom to be able to sprint more. Okay. Oh, had to take 2 right turns there. Oh god, not these guys. Well, let's just, like, evasive maneuvers and be on our way. We don't need the Titanite chunks for killing this guy. Let's just go. Secret path you can take to avoid the, like, rock lizards or whatever they're technically called. And there's Ricard up here. I mean, well, it's a Havel summon this time. Neat. Not that way. We want to go this way. Oh god. Is Havel gonna prevent us? Nah, we're fine. And I'm pretty sure we don't have to go up the other way because we don't need the Dragon Torso Stone. Because, like, Dragon form in this game is kind of odd. And time for one of Like, Nameless King is just a really good fight. It's like a mixture of cinematic for the first phase and then just a good dynamic fight for second phase. Spooky wind magic. Close your eyes for a second, and all of a sudden everything's all super dark, I guess. Will we get this first try or not? I don't know. It's been a long time since I fought Nameless King, to be fair. First phase shouldn't be too much of an issue. Also, let's actually throw on Hornet Ring for first phase, because if we get a crit on the dragon, it's probably going to guarantee a kill. And let's go. And I typically play unlocked for first phase just because it's more of a fight against the camera than anything else. That wasn't the best roll, but never punished. Oh, that's a fire attack. We might get hit here. Nah, we're good. Bad roll. Safety sit. Oh, free DPS here. This might actually just kill him. Not quite. There we go. Let's switch this over to this. And I'll let the cutscene play first time and then skip it on the next attempts if we need them. Oh lordy, he absorbed the dragon's power. Oh, Nameless King is lightning and wind. Whatever will we do? Where's my halberd? Why don't I have my halberd equipped for the cutscenes? Let's try and get buffs up. Just because it will make the first part of the fight go faster. Not an awful roll, not great though. Need to wait for Sam to come back. Bad attack. Let's just safety step because I don't know how much damage everything will do. I'm surprised I remembered that timing. A little bit greedy there. Nothing too bad yet. Safety sit. Let's get Stam regen back. We don't necessarily need the extra damage. Bad attack. Safety sip. Bad attack. Double sip. Play it safe, we're almost done. I should have waited to confirm that second attack wasn't upcoming there. I'm gonna double sip here. That was only one sip, whatever. Oh god, I better not throw this attempt away. I always do that. At the very end of a fight, I almost throw it away for no good reason. Like, I'm pretty sure we got him down to one hit at like 8 S's or whatever. And then we got down to 2 for no good reason. Actually, I wonder how well YouTube's bitrate kept up with that fight, because there's a lot of stuff going on this ring, and it's also dark colors, which are typically more demanding of bitrate. So I can't believe, I guess it makes sense I had more difficulty with the earlier on bosses, because I was like warming up still, but now that I'm warmed up to PvE again, we're doing generally better. But I still can't believe I died to Crystal Sage. Of all bosses. Like, come on. Oh, it's DLC time now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we may as well kill the champion Gravetender or whatever the like gladiator and wolf boss is called. Okay, a Lego.
Thank you. They of ash never fail. Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it.
I wonder what's gonna happen. Who knows? Darn magic paintings in the Soul series. I'm definitely not going to be fighting much of the PvE for the DLCs, just because it's going to do so much damage on New Game Plus 3. And also, again, we're here for the bosses. You know, actually, Freed might take, or Frida, whatever. Scythe Lady might take a bit. I'm not sure if we'll get her on the first try. It's possible, but it's definitely one of the more challenging bosses for sure. Yeah, I think we just sprint right to the next bonfire. Really no reason to run around for the other spots. I guess technically we have to, maybe? Yeah, I don't think there's a way for us to get directly up to the second. Actually, there might be. It's been a while since I've, like, ran around in this area. Actually, yeah, we should be able to just go right here. I do really miss invaders, though. Especially, like, doing New Game Plus runs on like a meta level PvP build. You just get constantly invaded, like, no matter the area. Let's actually jump down up here. Oh, come on. I think we'll run around and get the chapel bonfire first before going down to the other boss. Just because if we don't do that, we'll have to like run part way across the bridge, and then we'll just have to come back to the spot later. Oh, anyway. I guess like, actually that bonfire is probably closer now that I think about it. It doesn't really matter either way. No, we don't need Silver Cat for this area. God, that's so loud every time. Which, I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be like a jump scare. But it's still very loud every time. Rip. Oh god. There we go. I think I'll try and do the jump to skip this area. I may as well get my Estus back. The thing is, like, as much fun as it is to run around all the buildings and whatnot, I could also just not, and just go to the next area. Oh shit, free backstab, don't mind if I do. Oh god, it's not good. Okay, this jump, I always have an easier time with the other jump. This jump messes me up for some reason. Never mind. I think there's a ladder. Where was it? There's a ladder somewhere that you just go up. Isn't it like right here? Yep, there it is. And then we don't have to go into there. This is like a really rushed playthrough now that I think about it, but there's literally no reason for us to kill any of the, like, side PvE. Unnecessary. There's a bonfire right up here anyway. So like, it just doesn't make sense for us to go kill everything. But if we were being invaded, we'd be doing more like actual PvE to clear out areas to fight the invader and whatnot. But we can't because PC Souls servers are down, which is unfortunate.
You lack the stomach for the agony that you're bringing.
Okay. Yeah, that's damage. Oh, he has heal miracles? Interesting. Well, so let's switch to Hornet Ring, so if we do get, Actually, I don't know if we want to go for parry attempts on this guy. If we had a shield, it would be a much better idea. The thing is, he does so much damage. Nice rolls. There we go. Don't want an Onyx Blade. Where is it? I'm pretty sure that staircase can kill you if you sit under it, which is funny. And we're gonna run by this entire area as well because there's way too many wolves. And also like the follower warrior knights, whatever they're called. They do a lot of damage themselves, which if you get caught by them, you just kind of become dead. And I think there's a shortcut over this way, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So we'll just grab this quickly. I'm pretty sure you just have to, like, activate this elevator. Like, there's not another gate or something. And even if there is, it's not that good of a shortcut by itself. With the second shortcut upcoming, like, up that way, it's better, but it's not really great by itself. Where do we even go from here? I think up this way? Yeah, this looks right. Okay, let's just keep moving. Yeah, I think that should be good. This, well, the lower part of this area is a nightmare to deal with. The upper part, you just kind of run by everything, so not too much of an issue. Oh wait, no, we do, let's grab the bonfire first. But we do have to go down that way to get the door open. No, it's not the door, the, like, actual boss fight. Like, move the altar back and whatnot. Pretty sure the door just has a lever up here. Okay. And then we can just open the door. Oh, nope, it is a lever. Okay, let's just get this open, then we'll go kill the champion grave tender. And then after that, we have Sister Freed. Now, do I remember where... Well, first, let's switch to Silver Cat. Let's just jump down. Screw it. Hey, we guessed right. Oh god. We'll have to get more water before starting the next boss fight. Probably do that... Actually, once we're back to the bonfire, I'll do that. Before, like, starting the run down to Champion Grave Tender. Like, no reason to, like, be thirsty and not get water when it's, like, 10 feet away.
As ashes will be, ever seeking fire.
Mm-hmm. And now we have a little bit of a party. I'm just gonna spam this until it works. Easy game. Yeah, I'm gonna get water quickly. 1 second. It's amazing how well the like NVIDIA's noise suppression works. It's like it's all AI based and whatnot. Works a lot better than like standard like decibel like threshold. I don't remember. I think it's like around here you stand. Or somewhere you can stand to just have like a free ride down to the platform over there. I think this should be fine because we have Silver Cat. Yeah. Actually, I got water, but I didn't drink any. 1 second. Okay, there we go. We can kind of go at a casual pace until the... Oh, there's the Millwood Knight. And now... Ooh, yeah, that damage isn't much. But now we kind of speed things up and go. Now we could have jumped down there to save a little bit of time, but it's not too necessary. And I think we can actually just jump off here, yeah. There's a bonfire we once over that way. We might be able to get a guard break or parry on the champion, so let's just go for this. I am a little bit worried about this fight because the wolf can do a lot of damage and it's difficult to heal against him. And it's more annoying whenever the champion is still up compared to like if it's just a fight versus the wolf and whatnot. Then there's also like all the like initial wolves you have to deal with as well. Like this build's made to do damage. Its defenses are kind of garbage. Oh, that charged attack damage. Yeah, we're gonna get really good mileage out of the Hornet Ring here. Okay, now it's a much easier fight. That's not quite as much damage as I would hope, but... Now let's get our stand back. Yeah, sorcery? Oh, that's unfortunate. I want to kill the champion Grave Tender first. Because having the wolf become enraged, rip, is going to make it a lot more difficult. So I think we have to be a lot more aggressive against the Grave Tender. The longer he's up, the more painful it's going to be. Honestly, like, I may just use my, Lothric Knight Sword to deal with the wolves at the start. Just because, I guess it doesn't really save any time, realistically. Not time, but resources primarily. Where are the other wolves at the start? Okay, they start all the way over there. Okay, that worked out, or worked out much better. And he's almost out of stamina. Just have to hit him like... Let's get this back up. And let's just go for it. Yep, that worked out well. I'll take a hit for that, but that should be fine. Ow. Safety sit. And then I'm leaving the Leo ring on because, or Hornet ring on. Because this guy can beat Brit. Safety sips. Ooh, oh, that's unfortunate. I'm just gonna... Bad roll. Bad rolls, just back to back. Whoa. Almost threw that fight away. We don't need a Valor Heart. Oh, where is it? There it is. And there's a bonfire. Okay. Free the time now. Then, second DLC. And away we go. This should be a really easy first phase, because I'm pretty sure we can just unlock Reed with the halberd. And like bait the like jump into invisibility attack that you can just chain constantly.
Bring Frida to me, please.
Okay, it is Frida.
Canst thou not see the flame flickering once again? Soon will it surge. I can see it, feel it.
Here we go.
Lord Father, we have no need of thy flail. 'Tis only the flame quivering at misguided ash.
Oh, Miyazaki, always with the feet.
Please avert thine eyes.
Second phase might actually be really painful, now that I think about it.
I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Final phase isn't that bad, I feel like. Okay, that is... more movement than I remember. Well, first phase won't be that bad. I can just unlock her, right? 3S is down already. I mean, the statement's not incorrect. I just started it out really badly. Okay, I need to roll to the left for that attack. Oh, my HP disappeared. Okay, first phase is done. Oh. Gonna let cutscene go the first time, not on future times if needed. I also like how he literally covered his eyes, which is kind of funny. I took the instructions to avert his gaze quite literally. And here we go. I still think the general tactic for this fight is like stay on Frida, and just watch out for the big guy. You have to pay attention to Frida because she can heal. And if you catch her trying to heal, it's a free backstab, which with a Hornet Ring is a good chunk of damage. We have time for this? Yeah, totally. Gotta be careful. Oh shit. Not see that animation coming. Okay, we're almost frostbitten, which isn't ideal. That's damage. Okay, the frostbite's almost out, which is good. Got fire incoming? Yeah. Shit. It's gonna not that wasn't good. Okay, not the most ideal start to third phase, but I'll take it. Also, I'm just gonna throw let me equip. There we go. Okay, for being greedy. Oh, now that I think about it, Sigvard is probably not a very good healing thing to use. Because it builds up frostbite. Awful roll. Ow, pain. Let's just play it safe. We did like half her health without taking any damage, so we can do this for sure. Rip. Spoke a bit too soon there. We did waste a lot of S's on the first phase, and second phase was, it wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. Well, actually, we don't need the extra HP for first phase, so let's just go in with just buffs, and then we'll use the Ember as a like full heal later. Bad roll. I'll take it for a backstab though, to be fair. Well, so much for saving the Ember for... I mean, I guess we still saved it technically, to be fair. Also, she does have hyper armor, so, like, sometimes. Not a... but, I mean, our first phase is so sloppy because of how we're, like... we're just fishing for the stun lock and not actually fighting the boss. Like, I'm just surprised we somehow made it worse than... the first attempt, to be fair. Okay, let's rebuff. Wait for that to explode. Oh god, that damage. Oh, that had more forward movement than I was expecting. This is going worse than last time. Feels bad. Bad, bad, bad. I almost feel... oh shit, he's being healed. Rip. Still doable though, because we have all of our Sig crew And a Divine Blessing and all that as well. We just have to, like, play well. Not like that. Unfortunate. Let's just go through our save brew, I guess. This is going to be a tough fight if we win, but we may as well try. It is annoying how this locks you out of menus. I guess it's fine though. Just have to play safe, as I immediately take damage. 3 backstab, don't mind if I do. Unfortunate. Missed the backstab there. Bad heal. Still doable though, for sure. Oh, not if I do that though. Feels bad. I have a Divine Blessing? I think I do, right? Oh god. Shit. I always forget that. That was entirely doable, we just started playing really sloppily. I mean, that's just how Souls fights go, though. Like, it's easy if you don't mess up. Duh. Okay, let's do the same thing again, but less greedy first phase, so we actually have heals for final. Wait, did I grab my souls? Okay, yeah. Oh shit. Didn't realize she was invisible the entire time. Okay, I kind of want to just reset. Yeah, just reset. That was too bad to salvage. Sometimes it's just better to reset. Also probably helps if we like do the buffs before starting the actual fight. Sorry for being so quiet, focusing. I want to get past the first phase without using any heat, or like just using an ember. Because those extra heals are going to make the final phase much easier. Bad roll. Shit. I mean, we did much better that time though, for sure. And realistically, I don't really need heals for the final phase. I just get greedy and I just get chain hit by attacks, like just burning through all my heals way too quickly. But I think like I ultimately making it harder for myself by like doing this, but it's also forcing me to like relearn the moveset in a way. Bad roll. Yep. That was an awful attempt. I think I'm just generally too aggressive. Which doesn't really work well with a New Game Plus 3 and a high damage ball. And then again, like, we didn't die in like one hit there. We took lots of hits to get to that point. So that was just more of just playing sloppily. Oh shit. Didn't know she could do that move without like the startup. Shit. These attempts have been awful. Yeah, I didn't realize she could do the uppercut attack from neutral. I thought she only ever did it after like the invisible dash. Okay, so that clearly hasn't been working. So let's just like let's just fight and focus less on specific like setup or whatever. Bad roll. That's also what I should do. Wait until she starts the startup to get a free backstab. That's too aggressive. Okay, if I can, let's pop the Ember now. There we go. That went so much better. But I think we should always, like, pop the Ember whenever we're able to. Because then we can still take damage and move on to the final phase. Like, if we die, we can't move on to the final, or the next phase. Jesus. I might just be dead here. I should be, anyway. Is this AoE inbound? Yeah. Okay, she teleported. Where'd she go, though? Shit. Wait for that to explode. Shit. Oh, first Estus use, not bad. Oof, that hurts. This, yeah, fire incoming. Not a great heal. But I'll take it. I'm not sure what I got hit by there. 'Cause I thought I rolled through Ariandel's attack, but I guess, like, Freedom probably got me with a combo there. But I was, like, on the ground, which is... So I may have just not dodged Ariandel's hitbox properly. Got trampled. Well, there I go again. Let's get our souls. Yeah, I can get a backstab, feels bad. Not a great roll, but hitbox saved us. You have to be faster on popping the Ember. Let's just use it now to start with max HP to get our combo potential lowered a bit. Or our ability to get comboed out, that is, not like our ability to do combos. I think an AoE's incoming. Play it safe. Get out of the corner. Good, she's healing. She might be able to get that off. Now, oops, that's painful. Not too ideal. Just one sip here should be fine. Let's get our... Oh, we need Rain Blossom again. Let's dodge this, and I don't really care about the buff as much as having stamina. Shit. Let's do a single sip. Why is she just staring at me? Okay, now we have to watch out. Oh, I don't know which way she went. There it is. And we still have a Divine Blessing as well. That's good. Much better start. Not a great start. Could be worse though, for sure. Not by much, to be fair. Shit. I was going to use a Divine Blessing, but should have waited for an actually safe opportunity to do so. Looks like my mic is spiking a bit. Do so. I guess it's really not. Ah, this fight takes so much time. Yeah, actually I have to do the DLCs in another stream, or finish them up anyway. 'Cause I imagine Gale and Demon Princes may give me similar amounts of trouble. What was that animation cancel? Come on, Frida. Can't be doing stuff like that. Where'd she go? Uh-oh, I might just be dead here. Let's just use an Ember. Oh shit. Yeah. How long have I been alive? I kind of want to just be... Because the thing is, if I wait to do the other DLCs, the rest of the bosses in another stream, it's really not that many left, all things considered. Also, let me look at the calendar. We do have one more weekend leading up until Elden Ring, so I guess it would be fine to... Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just, like, take a break from it now, then come back to Frida, Demon Princes, Gale, then Soul of Cinder next stream, which would probably be next weekend. And then Elden Ring either Thursday night, depending on how late it is, or starting Friday morning. Yeah, I think that would be good, because if I finish this now, I wouldn't really have anything planned for another stream leading up till Elden Ring. Because I also want to go back through this stream and see how all the like audio was and whatnot, and make adjustments if needed. So I think I'll just call it here, because I'm kind of just running into a wall repeatedly against Frida. Probably need to just take a break. So if you've watched this long, thanks. Subscribe, turn on notifications or whatever so you know when I next go live. You can also follow Twitter, which I'll probably use as like a second sub-bot or notification type system. Other than that, I think I'll call it there. Thanks for watching.